this year's theme is different contexts, common aspirations.
Yes.
Only 4 words, but they have such strong meaning. So tell us, how do you interpret this theme? What does it mean to you?
So we as youths, we all come from different backgrounds, different circumstances, but we ultimately have the same goal: to do good, to find a part in life and contribute and build a good future for ourselves.
It is, and a good future for Tobago. And
Yes.
a youth, many persons are confused about who is a youth.
True.
But according to the United Nations, a youth is someone who is between the ages of 15 to 24 years old, as both of us are.
Oh my, just now I won't be a youth anymore.
But it's a pleasure to have you here this morning, hosting
you so
alongside
much.
you. And we look forward to what the program has in store for today and this week.
No problem.
But of course, even in the midst of all of this, our mandate at Tobago Update is to keep the viewers informed. So at this time, we're going to go to the news in 90 seconds. Viewers, your news in 90 seconds for Monday, 10th August 2026 begins now. SPEL and the Caribbean Industrial Research Institute signed a memorandum of understanding to advance the development and commercial testing of sustainable rubberized asphalt. Incorporating recycled rubber crumbs into asphalt mixes, the partnership aims to enhance road surface durability, reduce maintenance costs, and promote eco-friendly infrastructure initiatives across the country. Concluding its Tobago document verification and vetting process at the Dwight Oak Stadium in Bacolod, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service processed nearly 400 applicants locally. Meanwhile, national recruitment efforts attracted close to 10,000 applicants at venues including Arima's Larry Gomes Stadium, where Police Commissioner Alistair Guevara inspected operations as the service works to bolster its manpower. The police service stresses that candidates should rely solely on official methods of communication for details on the next step. And finally, a 10-day lull in homicides came to an abrupt end following a series of violent incidents, resulting in 5 murders recorded over a 48-hour period spanning areas from Port of Spain to Arima. Among the victims was Kwesi Gill, a dedicated gender-based violence advocate and case manager with the Trinidad and Tobago Family Planning Association, who had been reported missing on Friday. Detectives from the Homicide Bureau are continuing investigations into the fatal shootings. Viewers, that brings us to the end of our news in 90 seconds for Monday, 10th August 2026. Tune in again at 6:30 p.m. for our full newscast, and be sure to head over to our Facebook page to cast your vote in our daily poll. So, Kaya, the news is filled with a lot of news, not necessarily positive news, not things that we would look forward to hearing, but of course we continue to pray over the country that the situation
But there was
improves.
a bit of positive.
A bit of it.
Yes,
A
you
bit
can
of it.
see
So
the youths
there was
having the opportunities, the job
Yes.
opportunities.
And the recruitment of persons to join the police service.
Yeah,
so we
so
hope that our national security is strengthened so that the negative doesn't outweigh the positive. But viewers, we must keep you informed and we must allow you to know who is joining our program this morning. You are seeing 2 different faces on your program this Monday, but we want to educate you and inform you of who are going to be our guests today. Our first interview is going to be with Mr. Sean Shangi, electrical instructor at NESC, as well as Mr. Jaden Burris, welding instructor also at NESC Technical Institute, and they are going to be speaking to us about their offerings at the institution. Our second interview is going to be with the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, and joining us this morning will be Sergeant Duncan Cunningham, coming to speak to us about personal safety. And lastly, we are going to be chatting with members of the Glamorgan Youth Foundation about the Youth Sailing Development Initiative. So we have a lot in store this morning for the program, but before we even go to the break, we must of course celebrate our viewers.
Yes,
Shout out our birthday celebrants. And first on our list, we have Miss Nicole Keith. We want to wish you a happy birthday from the Tobago Updates family, and we hope that you enjoy all the celebrations that are in store for today. Even if you don't celebrate in a grand way, we hope that you are showered with love and blessings.
Then we have Mr. Chris Richardson. Happy birthday to you from everyone here at Tobago Updates. We do hope you have an enjoyable day today.
Alright, so next birthday. This is a belated birthday greeting going out to Miss Avian Thomas, who would have celebrated over the weekend. From the entire Tobago Updates team, we wish you the happiest of belated birthdays. We hope that your celebrations were enjoyable. They were fitting, that you are celebrated not only over the weekend, not only this week, but for the rest of the month as you see fit.
And last but not least, we also have another belated birthday, Mr. Ruston Woods. We do hope you had an enjoyable weekend and that your day was filled with so much fun and that you do live to see many, many more years to come.
Many more years. Alright, viewers, that brings us to the end of our birthdays, and again, we hope that all our celebrants enjoyed their celebrations. And of course, if your name wasn't called for a birthday, if you have a birthday coming up, be sure to contact us here at Tobago Updates. Send us a message, send us a picture of the celebrants, and we will be sure to shout you out and wish you the happiest of birthdays. So Kaya, we've been through a bit so far for the morning, and we must take a break now, but of course we have lots more in store. So viewers, we want to encourage you to stay tuned and to share the live, share the live, share the live.
I will tell anybody with a child with Down syndrome to, search for the children's skills. Don't keep them back. Don't, it's not what you want them to do. You have to see what they are capable of doing and push them, love them, because they are really sweet children. They are beautiful children. They can teach you how to be a better person, a better parent.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, buljoil and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules, or if you are having a cooking day off.
From the reef to the road. From the reef to the road. From the reef to the road. Tobago calling. Sweet vibes, sweet wine, everybody falling. We bring the culture straight to you. Tobago Updates, we keeping it true. Oh gosh. Tobago Updates. On your screen, there we go. You're home for October, carnival show. From the big stage shine to the rainbow line. We bring Tobago to the world in real time. Tobago Updates. Tobago Updates. Carnival 2026. We said the pace. Wave your flag. Anywhere you're there. Anywhere. Island love streaming all around you. Yeah. Big king long turn for the rhythm start. Tobago Updates. Caribbean art. Caribbean art.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So, even when things go to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Coming up, Barbados kicks off festival season with Crop Over, where you can live like a local. Moments of discovery and joy during Culinary Month in Antigua and Barbuda. Find that hero within you. As these women of vision share their stories of success, Caribbean Passport TV, your guide to what's happening in the region, here on this station.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and the service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships, it's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
It's a different type of thing down there. Man, we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Wait. We're going. Airport.
Come back this way. Catch you roundabout and go down.
Right here.
Leave on time to be on time.
Today we are here at the new A&R Robinson International Airport, and we are doing a simulation along with the Airport Authority and the TTPS to do some observation for the traffic plan that we have implemented for the opening of the new terminal building. So starting Wednesday, July 22nd, the Division of Public Infrastructure and Transportation along with the TTPS will be at this intersection, and we will be implementing a traffic plan. Just continue around the circle. What is important in this entire traffic arrangement is that if you are coming from Crown Point, you're coming from the west and you want to go further east than the airport terminal, we advise that you either use Milford Road, go onto Silk Cotton Trace, and use one of the side streets between Milford Road and Tobago Local Road. All traffic between Kilgwin Bay Road and Gaskin Road will be coming west only. So that is one of the important points that we have to get into our systems as we learn to navigate around the new arrangements at the new A&R Robinson International Terminal going forward. But we want to assure you that we will help you to get used to it. We will circulate information. We will be here at the intersections along with the police while you get used to the arrangement to assist you in circulating and to getting to where you need to go safely and quickly.
on the 9th of August, we'll be having our first annual 5K. And it's not just a 5K.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
And we're back. As Joey previously stated, this morning we are joined by Mr. Jaden Boris and Mr. Sean Shangi from the NESC Technical Institute. And this morning they are going to tell us a little about what the institution has to offer. A pleasant good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
So, can you give us a brief overview of what the NESC Technical Institute has to offer?
All right, good morning. My name is Sean Shangi, as we said. I'm the electrical year 1 instructor for NESC, and I'm going to esteemed guest. So at the NESC Institute, we are a trade school that develops the youths, their minds and their soft skills in the world of the trade. So in NESC we have 6 programs. We have electrical, welding, AC, IT, heavy equipment and auto. Right, so our main focus in NESC is to make sure that we create innovative, work-ready, and entrepreneurial students. So when they go out on the world of trade, they don't seem flustered, they don't seem inexperienced. Yes, they might feel a little shy, but what we prepare our students for is actually to be a cut above the rest. So when they go out, they feel like, yes, proud to be from NESC Institute.
Okay, thank you for that. So, for anyone that wants to join the institution, can you tell us where it's located?
It's located in Cowfar Road, Goldsboro, Tobago.
Okay, thank you.
And based on the insight that Mr. Shangi would have given, as you explain what the institution offers, many persons may have thought about the other technical institutions within the country, MIC, YTEP, and even the University of Trinidad and Tobago. So let's make it practical for the viewers and differentiate this institution from the rest. Tell us what exactly are the programs NESC offers and what's available to all prospective candidates.
Well, the difference between the other institutes in Tobago, honestly, is that NESC offers a 2-year diploma, level 3 accreditation, basically. We offer auto, as Sean said, electrical and these kinds of things. It's more in-depth in terms of what we offer, to be honest.
Tell us about the entry requirements, and of course you mentioned the duration of the diploma. So how can what must someone acquire to get into this program?
Well, it honestly depends on the age also. We take students from anywhere from 16 go straight up. If you're now coming out of school, depending on if you have your C-Sec subjects or not as yet, we normally take students who have at least 3 C-Sec subjects. Or if it is you're now coming out of school, then you would still take an aptitude test and we'll still take it in based on your interest of the program, and then we'll just find out what subjects it is you have after. The registration fee is normally be 500. You also have to do a drug test and medical, and that's about it.
So, as Sean mentioned, you say that your institution helps all the students to be a cut above the rest. So my question to you is, how does the NESC assist students after they graduate with employment opportunities?
Okay, that's I like that question there. Well, we have something on the pay-up that is in the Point Elizabeth State. We also have like a journeyman program. So once you finish and once you have acquire all your credits, you are able to go on that like an apprenticeship program. So it bridges the nervousness that when you now come out of trade school and inexperiencedness to the industry. So now with those with that
money.
Yeah.
It basically bridges the gap from when it is you now graduate to when it is you go out into the industry. So it basically helps you with that whole thing there. Yeah.
Okay.
And we kind of made mention to it before with the registration fees, but of course, cost of attending the institution would be a major concern and consideration for all prospective students. So give us an idea of what the tuition costs look like.
Well, NESC is gate approved. So if you're basically approved for gate, then your tuition will be waived. But if you're not approved for gate, normally our program starts off at least 30,000. Most of the major programs like electrical, welding, automotive, they start off at 30,000 a year. And IT network specialists, they start off at 20,000.
Okay. So how can interested persons apply for the September 2026 intake?
Right, so no, we have, you could either register online.
Okay.
We have stations across Tobago basically. So we have the one downstairs at Port Mall, we have one on the Esplanade. You could also come in on campus in Goldsboro and apply and register.
Okay. So we spoke about how interested persons can register for the institution, but of course there are persons who may be hesitant about going into a technical and vocational career or learning that skill. So I want both of you to help us close off this interview by giving us your words of encouragement and speaking to those viewers who need that inspiration and need to learn the value of having a skill.
Well, well, one thing about having a technical trade is that somebody had to come and service the AC, somebody had to come and do the electrical, somebody had to come and do the IT infrastructure, right? And also a nice thing about having a trade is there's always say that if it's one thing you can't lose, you can't lose your trade. At the end of the day, even though everybody might be asking, looking for our government work, it feels accomplishment when you have your own trade and you're able to accomplish stuff using your own hands. And at the end of the day, it always have up for treatment. Always. I tell you, always. As an electrician, and sometimes I don't even watch the phone because I'm afraid. Because I'm afraid somebody see me and be like, but you don't have something to do for me. Afraid. So as I said, having a trade is very important, especially in these economic times, because when COVID-19 hit, it was all the people them who unfortunately had an office work who already went home and had nothing to do. But the man with the trade, your house had to maintain. The AC, the place so hot, the AC had to cool your place. The fridge breakdown, we are calling. They call it tradesman, so that I said. And the nice thing about it is that once you have a trade, that I said, you cannot lose that trade. It's always yours.
Mr. Boris, any words of advice to help us close the interview?
Honestly, for students or anybody who thinking about learning a trade, they could use me as an example. I was also a past student at NESC and I'm actually now a teacher there. I would also say that learning a trade is good. It's something that helps you invest in yourself. You know, you don't normally have to depend on anything else outside. You could depend on yourself and learn how to go out there and, you know, actually use your hands and, you know, do your own thing. So I believe that most young children, most people coming up now, they should really study to learn a trade, study to go out there and, you know, learn something and help benefit themselves now. So yeah.
Thank you very much, gentlemen, for your words of advice and for joining us on Tobago Updates this morning. It was a pleasure for both Kaya and I to host you. Yes, so now we bring this interview to a close, but viewers, we have lots more in store, so we want to encourage you to stay tuned and to share the live,
Share the live, share the live.
Hi, AJ from AJ Healing Therapies. I've been with you on this healing journey for some time now, and I've asked myself, how can I make you feel better? Make your healing experience last longer and make you feel like yourself again. So I've evolved. Alongside chiropractic manual therapy, I've added technology that works with your body. I have PMF frequency, infrared sauna with jade stone and tourmaline, deep frequency, tuning fork sound frequency, red light therapy, and the vibrational plate. You will feel better, you will sleep better, you will move the way that you would love to and enjoy your own body once again. So if you're really fed up on that head pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, elbow pain, wrist pain, knee pain, back pain, and ankle pain, give us a call at 353-4452. We're your partner in healing for life.
From the reef to the road. From the reef to the road. From the reef to the road. Tobago calling. Sweet vibes, sweet wine, everybody falling. We bring the culture straight to you. Tobago updates, we keeping it true. Oh gosh. Tobago updates. On the screen, there we go. You're home for October, carnival show. From the big stage shine to the roll line. We bring Tobago to the world in real time. Tobago updates. Tobago updates. Carnival 2026. We said the pace. Wave your flag. Anywhere you're there. Anywhere. Island love, trimming all around you. Yeah. Big thing lock on to the rhythm start. Tobago updates, Caribbean art. Caribbean art.
I will tell anybody with a child with Down syndrome to, search for the children's skills. Don't keep them back. Don't, it's not what you want them to do. You have to see what they are capable of doing and push them, love them, because they are really sweet children. They are beautiful children. They can teach you how to be a better person, a better parent.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules, or if you are having a cooking day off.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Coming up, Barbados kicks off festival season with Crop Over, where you can live like a local. Moments of discovery and joy during Culinary Month in Antigua and Barbuda. Find that hero within you. As these women of vision share their stories of success, Caribbean Passport TV, your guide to what's happening in the region, here on this station.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships, it's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Wait. Where are going? Airport.
Come back this way. Catch you roundabout and go down.
Right here.
Leave on time to be on time.
Today we are here at the new A&R Robinson International Airport, and we are doing a simulation along with the Airport Authority and the TTPS to do some observation for the traffic plan that we have implemented for the opening of the new terminal building. So starting Wednesday, July 22nd, the Division of Public Infrastructure and Transportation along with the TTPS will be at this intersection, and we will be implementing a traffic plan. Just continue around the circle. What is important in this entire traffic arrangement is that if you are coming from Crown Point, you're coming from the west and you want to go further east than the airport terminal, we advise that you either use Milford Road, go onto Silk Cotton Trace, and use one of the side streets between Milford Road and Tobago Local Road. All traffic with Kilgwin Bay Road and Gaskin Road will be coming west only. So that is one of the important points that we have to get into our systems as we learn to navigate around the new arrangements at the new A&R Robinson International Terminal going forward. But we want to assure you that we will help you to get used to it. We will circulate information. We will be here at the intersections along with the police while you get used to the arrangement to assist you in circulating and to getting to where you need to go safely and quickly.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Viewers, welcome back to the Tobago Updates morning show, where you are going to be blessed with the presence of youth as your host for this entire week. Now, today is Monday, and on Mondays at Tobago Updates, we have our usual Trinidad and Tobago Police Service feature. So joining us this morning is Sergeant Duncan to discuss with us the topic of personal safety. Good morning, Sergeant Duncan, and welcome to Tobago Updates.
Good morning, and thank you very much for having us. Honoring to the viewers, Trinidad and Tobago, and my colleagues.
Good morning, it is indeed, and it's our pleasure to host you today. Now, personal safety, in very simple terms, what does personal safety actually look like or mean for a general civilian?
Okay, so when we talk about personal safety, we talk about a person understanding their situation, situational awareness. So you may not be, so safety now it would be whether you're at home, whether you're in the streets, or let's say you're a business owner. Safety would look, you know, different, but at the same time it exists, and that's what personal safety is about. Understanding your environment, your situation, and being aware.
Okay. Awareness is key. So, when we talk about personal safety, what are some common mistakes people make without realizing it?
All right. So, oftentimes people like to talk about what they have,
Yeah.
what they bought, you know, and even, you know, oftentimes we would see notices telling us about not wearing your jewelry. But as people, we like to think, okay, we work hard for everything and we want to
wear it.
Right? But that's one example. There are persons, and especially now, and maybe for the, it's a good thing that we're dealing with the youth, the phone. You know, persons tend to just be locked into their phone, headsets on, and not paying attention to what is happening around them. And so those are two examples that I know everybody can relate to.
Yes. And we spoke of how persons may be unnecessarily and unknowingly putting themselves at risk. And I'm glad you mentioned the situation with our cell phones, because it is Youth Week here at Tobago Update. So I must ask a question pertaining to the youth. Our lives are very much online right now. So explain to us, explain to youths, explain to parents, how can what we post on social media affect our safety?
Okay, so the thing about social media is when you put something out there, you have no control over who sees it, how far it reaches, and you also cannot take it back. And posting posting information that you might think, all right, it's normal, but sometimes, let's say you're going somewhere, you post that you're going on travel, you wouldn't be home. It can open you up to persons knowing, okay, well, you wouldn't be around, so where you're living is vulnerable. If we should take one example, when you talk about personal safety, you know, you just want persons to be it's not about living in fear or anything like that. We want you all to have your normal life. It's just about paying attention, understanding what can be potential risks, and making safer decisions for yourself and for your family.
Okay. What advice do you have for persons who may be, you know, exercising early at mornings or, you know, at night, getting home from work? What advice do you have to those persons to keep safe?
All right, so earlier on, I had separated the personal safety into being at home, being on the street, or at your business place.
Yes.
Right, so for the person who is exercising early in the morning, the pointers relating to being on the street would apply, right? So on the street, you want to vary your route. You don't want to pass the same place every day, so that persons could be just
market
and know that yes, every morning she passing here this time, right? You're also on the street, you want to just pay attention to your surroundings. So when we talk about the headphones, most people like to exercise and you have on your headphones. Even if you're having on your headphones, you have to be alert, pay attention to your surroundings. You would see, you know, sometimes it's gut feeling too. You might see somebody walking towards you. Pay attention to how they're looking at you, how, right? So you could say, well, let me cross the street.
Yes.
Right? Stuff like that. Try to make sure that your route, because sometimes, you know, the lighting is different. Make sure that you use a well-lit route. Somewhere that doesn't have too much I want to say bush that people could hide in. You know, don't look for a bushy, lonely area to walk in the morning. So yes.
Alright, so I'm gonna ask you a bit of a technical questions with regards to statistics. In Trinidad and Tobago, how have statistics shown that personal safety is an issue? It's something that we have to deal with, something that we have to educate the public on further. What have been some cases that have risen in terms of a lack of personal safety, a lack of awareness in the general public?
So I would not be able at this time to give you statistics in terms of figures. However, from my experience, it reflects in sometimes some of the type of reports that come to us where there's one very recent, like yesterday, of this lady. She met a gentleman and she went with him to a river and he took a vehicle, right? Part of being part of personal safety is to not be so trusting like to strangers, you know. Try to, if you're living in an area, know your neighbors, know the people you're around. So there are risks that people take that when they come to the station, we understand. All right, you if you are interacting on a daily basis, like you have your business place, right? You have to look at the people who come in. Pay attention to if they're coming to buy or if they might just be observing your operation, you know, because oftentimes the reports that we receive, this is why we could say, okay, we need to make our public aware of personal safety, because we realize that sometimes people just not, you know, giving that attention. At your home, you buy a new TV, you take out the box and you put it right out in front of your house. It tells a potential predator that this house just have a new TV. Right, so carry it a little further down by the dump. You know, take the little extra drive or whatever and dispose of your, you know, away from where you live, etc. Those kind of things, because of the kind of reports we'll have, you'll realize, okay, somebody got to know that this is here.
Yeah. So you mentioned the use of phones earlier. So my question to you is, how can people use technology to enhance their safety?
Right. Cameras are not expensive to install. You have systems where you can be paying attention from your phone, or that if there's any activity, it will beep off. This is one of the things that we recommend most to people who, you know, to secure their homes, right? And that is technology. I don't know, I think in Tobago we do have a culture where some people, and in some areas, especially the rural areas, people still think, well, Tobago real safe, this is Tobago and nothing will happen. Yeah. But, you know, oftentimes you realize even just how they lock their door, they wouldn't have a deadbolt or a safer lock. You know, we don't do burglar proof here. You know, we don't have it. But, and the police is working assiduously to ensure that, you know, that some level of that is maintained. But we need people to also be aware and to also help us by making themselves what we call a harder target. In that it's not so easy to just get into your space or to break into your place, right? And so this is what the message is about when we talk about safety. And if I can just to bring because I have a few points and your questions may not address them, but I would still like the public to hear the pointers that we have, because we have for the home, for the street, and for the business. So if I may, can I just go through them? And then if you do have any further questions and we have time, we could...
That's not a problem. Right? You're very welcome to do so.
Yes, please. So we have the tips for the business owners, right? And we are saying, I mentioned it, pay attention to the persons who may be just observing your business more than conducting a legitimate transaction at your business place, right? Especially around your time when you're opening and when you're closing. Closing time, we know, right? Your entrances, your exits, your parking areas, wherever you handle cash, ensure that those areas are well lit, and where possible you have your CCTV cameras providing coverage. It helps the police a whole lot when there is camera footage, if something happens, right? When you're transporting your cash and going to make deposits to the bank, avoid predictable routines and limit the amount of cash that you keep on the premises. It may mean that you take cash more than one time to the bank during your business hours, but it would help that, God forbid anything should happen, you don't lose your whole day, whole day's earnings. All right? You should have a plan that your employees are aware of, knowing what to do during a robbery or during an emergency. Right? You have to protect life first, ensure that nobody's going to try to attack, to run into somebody who is having a weapon or so on. We have to protect their life first and ensure that they know this is the action that we are going to take in the event of any situation. All right? For homeowners, before you enter or leave your property, take a few seconds just to observe your surroundings. There might be some little unfamiliar vehicle, a strange vehicle just parked up there, some strange person lingering. Something might just appear out of place. And this is what we're talking about, that awareness. So know your surroundings and know that something looks off. All right? You want to keep your doors and your windows secured, even when you're home, especially at night. We like to leave it open and curtain blowing. Right. Try to avoid it because it makes you a easy target for somebody who is a predator. Right? You want to avoid displaying your valuables where somebody could easily see them from outside. Right? Your travel plans, the things that you buy, your location, we like to say everywhere we are.
And post it on social media.
So there is some risk in that, and so we need to measure it properly, right? You need to know your neighbors and your neighborhood, right? And you all can come together in terms of having each other's back, right? Make sure your neighbor, try to live well with your neighbors so that if they see anything, they will tell you, and if you see anything, you will tell your neighbor, right? And for the persons on the street, keep your head up and remain conscious of who and what is around you, right? So we talked about the use of the headphones and the headsets, right? The headphones and the phones. And where it's possible, keep your jewelry discreet, right? And when approaching your vehicle, have your keys ready. Observe the area before entering your vehicle. If you believe you're being followed, you're in a vehicle, you believe you're being followed, do not go directly home. All right? Even if it means you realize when you're close to home, pass home and, find yourself to a secure location, maybe by a family member or even a police station where if you need assistance, you could get assistance, right? Because situational awareness, it is about paying attention, right? Observing your surroundings, trust your instincts as well. And, if something doesn't look or feel right, create distance, right? Contact the police, right? And do not try to confront or investigate a suspicious person or situation on your own, right? See it, assess it, and, act safely.
Yes.
All right.
Sergeant Duncan, you gave us a mouthful, but we are grateful for it. And I'm sure the viewers are very appreciative of this segment. We are appreciative of the work that the TTPS does. And because this segment is so enlightening, we're going to go for a break now. And when we return, we're going to have further discussions with you on the topic of personal safety. So viewers, stay tuned for the second part of our interview with Sergeant Duncan. And remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.
Hi, AJ from AJ Healing Therapies. I've been with you on this healing journey for some time now, and I've asked myself, how can I make you feel better? Make your healing experience last longer and make you feel like yourself again. So I've evolved. Alongside chiropractic manual therapy, I've added technology that works with your body. I have PMF frequency, infrared sauna with jade stone and tourmaline, deep frequency, tuning fork, sound frequency, red light therapy, and the vibrational plate. You will feel better, you will sleep better, you will move the way that you would love to and enjoy your own body once again. So if you're really fed up on that head pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, elbow pain, wrist pain, knee pain, back pain, and ankle pain, give us a call at 353-4452. We're your partner in healing for life.
Nice.
If I have to call a supervisor one more time to sign off on a customer because their financials are in a mess, I will scream.
Hey, don't scream in a bank. That have lockup in it.
It's either they're not registered properly, or you know what? We could just forget about annual returns, right?
Compliance is a bad word to most of them. All your compliance out of here. But let me eat.
What is wrong with Trinbagonians? I mean, it has so much help they could get out there.
Well, you know, Trinis, we don't like to spend we money.
But you know what? Be comfortable with losing we money. That make it any financial
What people should do is call Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago.
Wait, what? Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago?
Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago Tax and Accounting Services. Yeah, they offer help from registering your business to filing your tax. My lunch is over.
Wait, tell me more.
No, go and scream in the bank. You go and scream in the bank.
No, Antoine, don't get one sooner.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
We're back with Miss Duncan here. So, Miss Duncan, what are some encouraging words you think you would like to leave with the viewers about personal safety or safety in general?
Safety in general is everybody's business. I want to encourage persons to be your brother's keeper. It's not about living in fear or thinking, okay, I can't walk the streets. It's about going with your awareness, understanding that it is about observation, it is about knowing your surroundings, and let us all be our brother's keeper. If you see something, say something.
Sergeant Duncan, before we went to the break, I was singing praises to the TTPS for all their efforts in educating the public through this segment on Tobago Updates as well as other community outreach programs. But I must ask, as we are on the topic of personal safety, does the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service offer any courses or sessions per se that directly address the issue of personal safety in the communities and perhaps teach persons things like defense, personal defense?
So I will say that we do not offer courses to the public. However, apart from this, like this forum where we try to reach out and send messages out to the public, the TTPS actively and very regularly engages in what we call community engagements. And this is where each station district, the members attached there, the personnel attached there would go out into the communities and make people aware of different things. All of the things that we come here and we speak about, sometimes we would choose a topic and we would tell people about how to make their place more safe. Sometimes you go and you would see people, they have tools right outside by the porch or right in front. Even this is something that I omitted, but it's one of the things about how you could keep your property safe. Because if you give somebody it could just be a hoe, it could be but they could use it, a cutlass, do not leave stuff that could be weapons right outside your house, that if somebody came, they could just see it there and be able to use it, right? And so when we go out into the communities, we do this very regularly. And then onto that, we also have what we call our station council meetings, where we invite persons from the community. They come into the station and we discuss what issues are affecting them. And through that discussion, we are able to educate them in certain areas. And then broader than that is what you call a town meeting that the police often have. Well, they have, not as often as the others, but we have our town meetings where we would go somewhere in the community and people can come. And once they come and have these discussions, these are the main ways in which that we reach the civilian public and be able to advise and guide them towards safety and any other issues surrounding policing or just their everyday lives in general.
All right. So once again, I must applaud and commend the TTPS for these small community-based but mighty efforts. And we have but a short time for the second part of this interview. So as we seek to officially round up this discussion, I'm going to ask you to share with the public any important contact information, perhaps the addresses and locations of our police stations. For anyone who may not know, we don't want to take anything for granted. So share with us the information that we need to know in case of an emergency.
Well, in Tobago, we have 6 police stations. Now, you would have heard me mention station districts, and that means that each station is responsible for a particular geographical area on the island. However, in the TTPS, there exists what we call, that's a open door policy. You can go to any station. It does not matter where your issue took place. You go to any station and they cannot turn you away. They have to take your report. However, they will advise you that it will be directed to the station that has purview for the district where it happened, right? So we have Charlottesville Police Station. Telephone contact 660-4388. You have Roxborough Police Station. Telephone contact 660-4333. You have Moriah Police Station, 660-0029. You have the Scarborough Police Station, 639-1200. You have the Sherburne Road Police Station, 639-8888. And you have the Crown Point Police Station. They are 639-0020. Of course, you know the emergency numbers that you can call. 211, if you call 211, and you tell them where you're at, 211 would also connect you to the police station in your district. Yes?
Yes. All right. Thank you so much, Sergeant Duncan, for joining us this morning. It was a pleasure to host you, and we look forward next week to welcoming back the TTPS as we continue these Monday safety segments. Now, viewers, that brings us to the end of this interview, and it also brings us to the end of this youth feature segment of today's Tobago Updates Morning Show program. You were joined this morning by your host, Jolie St. John, and my guest youth host for this morning, Kaya Alfred. Kaya, thank you as well for joining me as guest host, and I hope this experience was an enlightening one.
It was a pleasure being here this morning. We had some wonderful interviews this morning, and I hope all of viewers took, keen knowledge, everything that was said this morning, mostly in particular to the personal safety one, as we all have to stay safe, and as well as, in commemoration of Youth Week, the interview with the NESC Technical Institute.
Yes, so we had the diverse discussions, and it was an absolute pleasure to work alongside you.
Thank you so much.
Now, viewers, that brings us to the end of the youth segment of today's show. But of course, we have lots more in store on the Tobago Updates Morning Show. We have Good Morning Tobago coming up next. So although you won't be seeing us for the rest of the day, we want you to still stay tuned to Tobago Updates. And remember to
share the live, share the live, share the live.
Have a great Monday.
the launch of Tobago Carnival 2026, and we are here at the Pigeon Point Heritage Park as we take you through the activities of the evening and what you can look forward to for Tobago Carnival come October 2026. Come along for the journey with us.
More time to promote, more time to get people, when you come to the local tourism, to get the people from the Caribbean region to be a part of the Tobago Carnival. But that we're celebrating 5 years, significant.
I think it is extremely common thinking. I like the idea of doing this early. At least there's a lot more planning behind it, and the awareness I think is going to reach out to us. So I think it's a good one.
It's very interactive, and the booths are very informative. Colorful, you get the feeling. Exciting. I love it.
I am really excited for what's about to happen here in Tobago Carnival. Since inception, this is the 5th year. Right? Since inception, the vibes have been immaculate, but just growing. See what's going on here now, to know what's going to be coming this year. It's just excitement, it's just love. I'm so excited for what's about to happen.
The launch really starts to roll out and everything else to come. So we still have activations in the US, in the region, in Trinidad, and across the streets. So I expect to see a lot more coming out from Tobago festivals and Tobago Carnival. Our title is definitely going to be remaining. It's one of our strongest products. It's our investment into the local young artists, the local culture, and building the sound of Tobago.
So we've taken you through the activities that are happening for the entire evening, and we're about to take you stateside for the electrifying stage show. And this is just a glimpse of what's to come for Tobago Carnival 2026. We now take you stateside.
I would never be so selfish. I'd be a joke. Last time we had, just go away and kill me back up.
Tobago, stop get mad if you come from a river. Maturita, Santa Rosa, Dongaroka, Dongimova, Hisawa, Soparia. Why? I don't talk, it was a vibes when West people live from. What I will be? Out on the road. Out on the road I will be. Out on the road. Out on the road I will be.
And this is it for the launch of Tobago Carnival 2026.
Tobago Carnival. Tobago Carnival.
Tobago Carnival.
Mash, and music. Here we go. Tobago Carnival 2026.
Luxora, yes? If you have been wondering, if you have been asking, questioning, Lukosi and Cindy Dick.
You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world.
Somebody get phone call, put the telephone to the phone. You know I want that be nice.
As a private citizen, I often wondered what services the public service provides, and how can I benefit, how can my family benefit, what is available for us to use. So I think today is a good day where products and services can be displayed, there's interaction with citizens, ministries and departments across the government are providing and demonstrating what they do and how they could better the lives of our people. So the greatest value add is to see how we can better the lives of our citizens. So I want to say thank you for Tobago coming and supporting and really representing. I think you'll have the best room in the house, as they say. But people can really see what the public service has to offer. We're speaking about products, services, and of course the friendly public servants. Today is a day to commemorate their work, their hard work, their patriotism, and we celebrate today together with many nations across the world.
Patrons who stopped by the Tobago House of Assembly's Public Service Week Expo also shared their experience.
I learned so many things that I didn't know before about the island. I learned that there are two villages that have both beach and waterfalls, Castara and Palatubi, so I will not forget that. And I also learned about the Tobago Heritage Festival, so it was really, really informative.
I learned a lot of things that I never knew about that you all offer in the Tobago House of Assembly, especially the Festival Commission Limited. It was very, very knowledgeable.
I get to learn about historical and cultural stuff in Tobago, and I haven't been to Tobago since I was about 10 years old, so I find it's very informative.
Besides being informative, I like the fact that you all bring out, something that represents Tobago itself. It was really, really nice.
We learned about Tobago Carnival, right? Carnival would have answered most of the questions, but we also learned about what we're not supposed to do in the rainforest, right? Which is cut down any trees, kill any wildlife, or build anything that wasn't there before.
Very informative, probably more than we actually expected. It was really, really nice.
I was taken aback by the amount of things being displayed. I also found myself in a moment of reflection where I said to myself, I should have taken my history a bit more serious. And as I'm here today, I'm urging more young people in this nation to come and appreciate what we have here, because it's a lot, it's like gold.
Take one for the team. Take one for the
I would have heard of this OCS Vacation Employment Program through social media, right? I signed up for the program hoping to be enrolled to get greater insights into the operations of the Office of the Chief Secretary, seeing that this office is essentially the premier office of all the divisions across the Tobago House of Assembly. I hope that at the end of this program I will be able to gain greater skills that will help me in the long run. Seeing that I would be completing my A-level studies at Bishop's High School just now, going into university pretty soon. I hope that this program will give me the necessary skills and develop me as a young person as I go into university and the world of work.
Remember when July-August vacation finally arrived? It meant freedom, no school, no homework, just fun. Those moments will always be special, but as time changes, so do the opportunities. Today, our teenagers can use their vacation to do more than make memories. They can build their future.
We are genuinely excited to have you. Yes, we are truly grateful to host you for the next 2 months of the 2026 Vacation Employment Program. This program promised to be a fulfilling exchange, not just for you, but for us as well. We too will gain valuable experience as public officers from you being here. I have always believed that there is so much power when different generations are open and willing to learn from each other. So I encourage all of us, trainees and public officers alike, to fully embrace this process. And let us be intentional about pouring into one another during this time. Through this initiative by the Office of the Chief Secretary, young Tobagonians are being given an incredible opportunity. Over the next 2 months, you will gain practical experience, and I cannot overstate how important that is, especially when such opportunities are becoming increasingly difficult for young people. Therefore, endeavors such as these play a critical role.
Through the Office of the Chief Secretary Vacation Employment Program, young people are getting a head start into the world of work. They're gaining hands-on experience, developing valuable workplace skills, building confidence, and discovering what it means to be a part of a professional team.
I learned it through a school group chat, where the group chat basically aims in exposing students to things that they can better their skill sets and gain new experiences. And well, in this program, I just hope to gain new experiences and a wider skill set and skill range.
The reason why I applied for this internship is because I enjoy gaining new experiences, learning new things, and strengthening the existing skills that I possess at the moment. And I pay particular attention to detail, and I ensure that while working that everything is done how it needs to be done. I hope to gain new experiences and leave here not leaving as the same person, but coming out as a new, like an evolved version of myself, equipped for whatever challenges may come my way in different work experiences here on Fort.
I heard about this program through our principal at Signal Hill Secondary School, where she sent it in a group chat that we have that focuses on pushing students to further their education. From this internship, I hope to just gain skills on, well, how to operate in the workplace, especially as I'm going to finish my tenure at Signal Hill Secondary School and I'm going to be going into the world of work. So I hope that this
or youth community activities, rest assured the future of Tobago is being shaped one young person, one opportunity, one experience at a time.
That was a production of the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly. You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world.
The passion start to rise, the energy fill the skies. I say thanks for favor, to wake up and hear my neighbor. 60,000 people strong, and the vibes is never wrong. We are beauty, we are power, we are people in the sun. We are beaches, we are rivers, we are melanated ones. We special and there is no denying Tobago is number one.
Good morning, and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Chanel Felix. And guys, you know, whenever you see me sitting here, it's because we're about to have those conversations that you want to have while I ask those questions that you want asked. But before we get into this morning's interesting topics and conversations, let's have our news in 90 seconds. SPEL and the Caribbean Industrial Research Institute signed a memorandum of understanding to advance the development and commercial testing of sustainable rubberish asphalt. Incorporating recycled rubber crumbs into asphalt mixes, the partnership aims to enhance road surface durability, reduce maintenance costs, and promote eco-friendly infrastructure initiatives across the country. Additionally, concluding its Tobago document verification and vetting process at the Dwight York State in Bacolod, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service processed nearly 400 applicants locally. Meanwhile, national recruitment efforts attracted close applicants at various venues across Trinidad and Tobago, including a Larry Gomes Stadium, where Police Commissioner Alistair Guevara inspected operations as the service works to bolster its manpower. The police service stresses that candidates should rely solely on official methods of communication for details of the next step. And finally, a 10-day lull in homicide came to an abrupt end following a series of violent incidences, resulting in 5 murders recorded over 48 hours, spanning from Port of Spain to Arima. Among the victims was Kwasi Gill, a dedicated gender-based violence advocate and case manager with the Trinidad and Tobago Family Planning Association, who had been reported missing on Friday. Detectives from the Homicide Bureau are continuing investigations into the fatal shooting. Ladies and gentlemen, head over to our Facebook page now to vote in our daily polls and tune in to our full newscast at 6:30 p.m. That was our news in 90 seconds. We go straight out there on the roadways in Tobago, giving you a bit of a heads up on what's happening outside. If you are proceeding to work or wherever you are going this morning, we always like to give you a bit of an idea of what the traffic situation is looking like. And now that we are in the July-August vacation period, there's always a much more smooth flow of traffic on the outside, specifically in areas that are usually congested. This morning we're looking at the Wilson Road traffic light out there on the Claude Noel Highway, and as you could see, compared to what we're usually looking at when school is open, there's quite a smooth flow of traffic going eastbound and westbound. And especially, guys, you know I'm talking about this every single morning. You'll know the congestion that always takes place on that Plymouth Road from the Wilson Road traffic light going all the way up to Coast Cutters. For the persons that are traversing that area, I'm sure that you have that sigh of relief when you're driving down there this morning, and you don't have to wait up to about 5 minutes in the traffic before you could actually reach the traffic light. So that's good news. That's good to hear. And if you're going east or west, it's free flow of traffic. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning we jump straight ahead into our conversation. And as we're talking about traffic and flow, this morning I have the opportunity to sit in studio and chat with the founder of the Go4 app. We're talking about rideshare here in Tobago and innovation. This morning, Mr. Sean DeFreitas is joining us right here in studio. Good morning and welcome.
Hi, morning. How are you?
It's a pleasure to have you. We see that recently another rideshare application has been launched in Tobago.
Okay.
Tell us a bit about the Go4 Points platform.
Okay, well, first of all, I'd like to kind of rectify terminology.
Right.
We're not just a rideshare platform. We like to call ourselves a transportation networking system, which encompasses digitizing transportation networks. All right. So a little bit about myself. I'm an entrepreneur by heart, and I own been in the tech business for over 15 years. And we started our company here in Tobago, and we developed a transportation networking system. What that is, basically, it allows us to digitize the entire transportation network in Tobago. Yes, we use mobile applications, but it's not just simply a rideshare platform, right?
Okay, understood. So it's more than just drivers and passengers.
Yeah.
So talk to us a bit about the overall digitization of the transportation networking system. Does that also incorporate the PTSC buses, maxis? Tell us a bit about what is captured under this Go4 app?
Right. So the Go4 platform basically, like I mentioned before, digitizes the entire transportation sector. The PTSU you're mentioning is a public-run state enterprise, so we can't digitize that yet until we have partnership with state or the government. But for the most part, everybody else could utilize the platform. So anyone with a sedan vehicle, 7-seater SUV, even up to maxis, is allowed to utilize the platform and receive ride requests from the general public, tourists, and businesses alike.
Tell us a bit about what makes this platform different from other platforms that are around.
Sure. Start at the beginning. Built from the ground up. We partner with the Maxi Taxi Association of Tobago and also the Taxi Association of Tobago and several taxi drivers. They helped us build the app, come up with the rates to make sure that we don't compete with the market rate that's on the ground. Not only that, we have recently partnered with TITL, Tobago Information Technology Limited, which is what most Tobagonians will know is called 211. So what this does, it allows the general public, all right, if they don't have access to data or internet on their phones, they could call 211 24/7, 365, and book a taxi to go anywhere in Tobago, right? So
Is the platform already live? How can persons begin engaging with it? What are some of the best practices to get the optimum benefit out of the platform?
Good question. So, yeah, the platform's been live for 3 months now. We've been operating since March. So we're doing our marketing push now to let the public know, to roll it out slowly, and let the public know and get accustomed to using this new way of transportation. So yeah, we're totally live. You could download the app on the Google Play Store or the iOS App Store, or just simply go into our website at Go4Me. Easy to remember. It's the way you spell Go4 is go-4.me, not .com. Most people think it's .com, it's .me. Go4Me is the whole name. Easy to remember. And yeah, just click get started and you could download the app immediately. If you want to be a passenger, download the app, type in your destination and you get to go anywhere in Tobago any time of day. If you don't have data on your phone, internet, again, you could call 211 and they'll dispatch a taxi for you. I just want to explain that really quick, the calling of 211, right? So we've implemented what we call the Go4 Pickup Point program. And what this is, it allows businesses to participate in this program, right? So folks who don't have data on their cell phone or internet access, right, they could still use the system, but you could only call 211 from a designated participating business. The reason being is to restart or rejuvenate the economy, right? So folks, customers, tourists, what have you, would be able to go to businesses, patronize businesses, and also be able to call a taxi to go home. So think of malls, restaurants, hotels, Airbnbs, guest houses, villas. Basically, the entire tourism product now has a foundation in which to operate on, which is backed by the Tobago Information Technology Limited.
Understood. Now, a number of persons have tried to incorporate ride shares into Tobago's culture without much success. Why is this particular one more beneficial to Tobagonians for them to utilize, or why do you think it works best with the existing culture here?
Right. So, couple reasons. So we've done our research for that same point. I mean, nobody's going to enter into a market and see other people fail and not try to figure out why they failed, right? So our approach is a little bit different. One, we believe that the only way a platform such as this to provide ubiquitous transportation in Tobago is through partnerships. You have to form partnerships with the business community, and you have to have that level of accountability from another organization such as TITL, which would bring that level of trust and accountability to the entire system. It's a brand new system. Let's be real. It's a brand new system where that's being implemented, and for people to trust that system and know that it's working and they could get transportation, 24/7 in Tobago, you need to form partnerships with the business community, TITL, and the other institutions that could really make it work. Right?
Understood. Tell us a bit about the pickup point system.
Okay. If they could put it back up on the screen real quick, I could. Yeah. So this is the pickup point program I was mentioning earlier. So you will see these stickers all over Tobago. We're actually growing the network of businesses. You can actually find this in businesses such as Cafe Down Low, Lowlands Mall, and all of these businesses that have this sticker on them. Customers, tourists, internationals would be able to know they could call 211 at this participating business, and they'll be able to book a call from that business to anywhere in Tobago, right? As you see on the sticker, it says no data, call 211, or you could scan the QR code. If you have data on your phone, scan the QR code, download the app, and you could traverse throughout Tobago as you want. The other cool thing, really quick, is the participating businesses. Once you book from a participating business like Cafe Down Low or Lowlands Mall, you automatically get a 30% discount to go anywhere in Tobago. So the whole idea, we're just not another ride share that's trying to enter in Tobago's market. We're trying to revitalize the Tobago economy from the ground up, right?
Understood. And again, tell us a bit about how persons can download the app, what is required.
Yeah, sure. To download the app is super simple. We're already on the app stores, Google Play, iOS app. Just type in Go4, Go-4. Or you could just simply visit our website at Go4Me, Go-4.me, not .com. All right, Go4Me. And yeah, if you want to be a driver, so this is a huge opportunity for the general public to become drivers. We're not asking only for taxi drivers, but if you have a vehicle, right, a working vehicle and a smartphone, you could download the app, sign up. Process is super simple, or visit TITL, right?
Understood. So what are the percentages for drivers in terms of the profit margin from the app and for driving?
Oh, you mean the commission rate?
Yeah, the commission rate.
Oh,
it's
okay.
Like with Uber and Lyft.
Yeah, Uber and Lyft. That's a really good question. So the platform is actually free to use until September 1st.
Okay.
Because the reason being, we want drivers to get accustomed to the new technology, get accustomed to the app, and so forth, ask any questions that they may have. So it's totally free. People could download, sign up, and just test the system, make as much money as you can. After September 1st, we do plan to charge a 15% commission. However, I will say we are looking into changing that business model to suit the needs of Tobagonians. So within this first primary phase until September 1st, we'll see how it goes, and then we may extend the free period, maybe to October. Yeah.
How has the feedback been from drivers, whether it be private drivers or the taxi drivers through the Taxi Drivers
Oh my God,
Association?
my phone has been ringing off all day.
Right.
The demand is phenomenal, I would say. The demand is up there. There's certainly a need for transportation. Funny enough, we're seeing a lot of demand from tourists, and by tourists, I'm also including Trinidadians in that mix as well. A lot of demand. So I always say this is a huge opportunity for drivers. I'm not going to say drivers, I say entrepreneurs, right? Because the drivers are entrepreneurs. So if you have an entrepreneurial spirit and you want to make money, certainly sign up during the free period and you get to make money. So there's a huge demand. It's the July-August season. So you have a lot of people coming across to Tobago looking for transportation and so forth. Great race, Tobago Great Race is this Saturday. So you could expect a lot of people coming to Tobago and, seeking transportation. So the drivers are happy. They're getting calls, they're getting jobs. It's a excellent source of additional income to supplement your current job. And they love the fact that they could go online whenever they want and they could go offline whenever they want, right? When they're online, 211 TITL would be able to monitor the vehicle on a map on their dashboard. Right. So that brings extra sense of security and accountability. Someone is also monitoring the entrepreneurs that we have on the system.
All right, explain to me how calling the 211 number really works, because if someone doesn't have data or they don't really have money on their phone for the driver to contact them, is it that 211 would give your contact number to the driver to reach out to you, to find you? How does it work?
No, it's 2026. We're all digital now, right? So how it works basically is, remember, you can only call 211 at a participating business that have one of these stickers, right? So once you see the sticker, you know that business is participating. So if you don't, for the example that you gave, if they don't have data on their phone or they don't have minutes on their phone, they can ask the front desk. If they're at a hotel, So let's say, for example, Magdalena is participating. They could ask the lady at the front desk or the gentleman at the front desk to call 211, toll free. So toll-free phone call. I think it's option 4 or 6. I can't remember. When you call 211, where you request a taxi, right? And they'll add you to the system, and they'll take your phone number, your name, your email, and then they'll book a taxi that's closest to wherever you are.
Okay.
So the drivers have this app in the car, and then it will be dispatched by 211 to the taxi, right? And then the passenger who's at the hotel or at Cafe Down Low or at Lowlands Mall or wherever they are participating business, they will receive a text message, SMS text message, with a link where they could actually click it, and then they could actually see the vehicle coming towards them. Right?
Excellent. Well, it sounds like quite an innovative solution to a long-standing problem in Tobago, specifically for tourists and visitors on the island trying to get around without having a rental.
Yeah, precisely.
Is there anything that you want to say to our viewers this morning as we wrap up our conversation?
Sure. The future is here. It's 2026. The future is here. If you are an entrepreneur, right, and you have a working vehicle and a smartphone, you could certainly make money using this device. Certainly visit our website at go-4 if you want to be a driver. It's free to use right now. Certainly sign up. You could sign up via the app, downloading the driver app and sign up. It takes like 4 minutes. And if you're not comfortable using the technology to sign up, just visit to TITL at 48 Signal Hill right here in Scarborough. And yeah, they'll assist you with signing up and answer any question that you may have.
Excellent. Well, Sean, we want to thank you so much for being here with us this morning. And we look forward to the success of this Go4 app. And as you indicated, it's go4.me.
Yes, go4.me. Go4 is spelled Go-4, the number 4. All right, so easy to remember. Go for me, all right? Go for this, go for that, go for me, right?
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break right here, and we'll be back after this. See you soon.
Let's go. It's a brand new morning. Rise up to a brand new dawning.
Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, buljoil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules, or if you are having a cooking day off.
I will tell anybody with a child with Down syndrome to, search for the children's skill. Don't keep them back. Don't, it's not what you want them to do. You have to see what they are capable of doing and push them, love them, because they are really sweet children. They are beautiful children. They can teach you how to be a better person, a better parent.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
And I have never, ever tried anything from the dirt oven. Let's go to the backyard dirt oven on a Thursday. Talk about authentic. On entry, I felt at home. I felt like I was going to visit my loving grandmother on a weekend. The kind of weekend where she showers you with love, stories, and food. This place is a home away from home. And just like I would do at home, I pop the question, what you had to eat day? And boom, coconut drops, boom, bread, boom, garlic bread, boom, hops, boom, coconut tart, boom, jam tart, and boom, something they call nuts. And just like that, Mistress Baker was ready to pop them in the oven. And don't worry, she had some help. And while we was waiting, I said, let we hear from Mistress Baker herself.
Well, we've been operating for a couple of years now. We started, this was a COVID project. We operate strictly on Tuesdays only. You don't keep stock, we only sell on Tuesdays.
Such a sweet lady. Hey, Olia, it's ready. When last you see a nice golden brown bread, sir? Backyard bakery for the win. Olia, a GT. I finally get me the oven bread with a little extra goodies on the side. You might be asking, where they're located? They are located on Bukuru, right on Nightingale Avenue, right before Racetrack Wheels if you're coming from town. Just look for the green hedge. You can't miss it. Pause. Check out the menu they one time. Honestly, guys, this is an experience I will never forget. It's a home away from home, a place filled with love, life, and most importantly, good bread.
Good morning and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates. Ladies and gentlemen, we're giving you a look at the Orange Hill traffic light right out there on the Claude Noel Highway. As you can see, there's quite a smooth free flow of traffic on every side, whether you're going east, west, north or south. And so if you are traversing the roadways this morning heading in or out of Scarborough, you already know that you'll get to your destination in a timely manner. If you haven't already gotten into the office, then we're hoping that you can definitely get there in time for 9 a.m. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back this morning. We have the privilege of chatting virtually with Mrs. Nikisha Blake Edwards, who is the Secretary for the Tobago Empowerment Alliance Mission. And this morning we're talking about the Tobago Day Celebration 2026. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. Good morning, Tobago. Good morning to the diaspora.
Excellent. Now we're talking about the Tobago celebrations. Every time this comes around, I'm always wondering, how did that happen so quickly? Didn't we just have this conversation about Tobago Day? It's as though, you know, it's one of the fastest things to come back around on the calendar of events. Tell us a bit about what's happening this year, how many years are being celebrated, and what can persons look forward to?
So this year, it's a little different. We have changed our name. It's not just Tobago Day anymore. It's Tobago Diaspora Day. It's being held on Sunday, August 23rd at the Nazareth High School Courtyard, 475 East 57th Street, Brooklyn, New York. Admissions, adults is $10, children $5. And also, we also have a fitness class that's taking place that morning because, you know, health and wellness is something very important to us. So that's 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., a 1-hour class. You can easily sign up by the numbers on our flyers. You can easily sign up by calling the numbers. This is our 11th year since keeping Tobago Day on the team.
Understood. Tell us a bit about what year 11 looks like for the team. Tell us a bit about what are some of the special things that we're going to see happening and who is invited to partake in this event.
Well, everyone is invited to take part in this event. This year it's as I said, it's a little different. You know, we still want to keep that connection, and the reason why we add the word diaspora, we just don't want it to be about Tobago. It's also about the Tobagonians living in New York, living around the world. So it's connecting Tobagonians
Seem to have a
abroad with
bit of
Tobagonians in.
connectivity issue there. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about the Tobago Day celebration number 11. Thank you and welcome back, Nikisha.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you now. You went out for a slight moment there. We're talking
sorry
about the
about that.
difference that this year brings.
So this year I was saying the reason why we changed it to diaspora, we also wanted to connect Tobago, not Tobagonians in Tobago, but also abroad. So it's connecting the diaspora. That's why we add the word diaspora. It's connecting the diaspora with Tobagonians also in Tobago. This year we have events leading up. On Friday the 21st, we have our contingents that's coming from Tobago, and it's Tobago Takeover North America that's going to be held at Times Square. On the Saturday, there's a neon boat ride, and on Sunday, it's the Tobago Day. So there is events leading up to the Tobago Day. We also have our contingent that's coming from Tobago that will be performing, showcasing our culture, showcasing our food, and also building networks here in New York and also in Tobago.
All right, we know that this Tobago diaspora celebration this time around always sees a number of artists, entertainment, and just fun that reminds a number of our persons out there in the United States about the joy, the fun, and everything that comes with being home. Tell us a bit about some of the celebrations and the performances that we're going to see happening at this event.
So we're going to have our signature left hand dumpling eating competition. We also going to have our signature, our heritage. So there's going to be ballet dancers. They're going to be our culture showcased in here. Our food, you know, our crab and dumpling. We have vendors coming in that's going to be selling our Tobago authentic food. So it's going to be a little bit about celebrating our culture, but at the end of it, when the music stops, we also want something meaningful to remain for Tobago. So it's not just about coming and showcasing our culture, but it's also networking. It's also building our brand. It's also, you know, connecting, because Tobago Day is a day where people, when you don't see people, New York is a very busy place. So when you don't see people, you come out on Tobago Day to greet, to meet, to connect, to show that connection. Tobagonians are here again, around the world in Tobago, supporting our cultures, supporting our communities back in Tobago, because that's what team is about.
Understood. And we know that with this Diaspora Day, previously Tobago Day, a number of entrepreneurial opportunities for export comes about from this event. How critical is it for businesses in Tobago to make the investment in coming out, showcasing their products, making those connections and networking to have that bridge between the United States and Trinidad and Tobago to allow their products to be sold internationally?
Well, that's one thing that team has always supported, because I would say also last year we had one of our vendors that came from Tobago. She sold her products, and now it's also showcased and it's on the shelf in one of our stores, Labé Market in New York. So, you know, coming here and showcasing your products, it's very essential. It's very critical to our Tobago market and our entrepreneurs.
Excellent. Tell us a bit about some of the greater. You told us a bit about one person whose products are now in Labé Market. Tell us a bit about some of the other success stories that you're familiar with that came out of this Tobago Day celebration in the past, and why it's important not just for Tobago supported, but persons that are in New York that are looking on, that always want to know what's happening back home, to come out and be a part of those celebrations, even if they're not in New York and they have to move from one state to the next to come and be a part of this celebration? Why is it important for them to be a part of this?
So the Tobago Day celebrations, whatever the proceedings that we receive, always we give back to Tobago. We have team has given I would say 10 families. We were able to give them Christmas hampers. We were also able to donate in the oil spill. We were able to donate laptops to a school in Tobago. You know, it's always about giving back. Also, we have, as I said, the entrepreneurs, they come here, they showcase their products. They were able to also go to the Trinidad and Tobago consulate and also showcase their products there. So, you know, it's also building network and it's showcasing products, not just in New York, but it could be around the world. Because Tobago Diaspora Day is viewed around the world, and it's also connecting back to Tobago.
All right, and Nikisha, we're going to take a quick break right here, and we'll be back with much more on this conversation after this. See you soon.
Thank you.
Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
From the reef to the road. From the reef to the road. From the reef to the road. Tobago calling. Sweet vibes, sweet wine, everybody falling. We bring the culture straight to you. Tobago updates, we keeping it true. Oh gosh. Tobago updates. On the screen, here we go. You're home for October, can't even show. From the big station to the Tobago line. We bring Tobago to the world in real time. Tobago updates. Tobago updates. Carnival 2026. We said the pace. Wave your flag. Anywhere you're there. Anywhere. Island love, trimming all around you. Yeah. Clicking loud, on for the rhythm start. Tobago updates, Caribbean art.
I will tell anybody with a child with Down syndrome to, look, search for the children's skill. Don't keep them back. Don't, it's not what you want them to do. You have to see what they are capable of doing and push them, love them, because they are really sweet children. They are beautiful children. They can teach you how to be a better person, a better parent.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
And I have never, ever tried anything from the dirt oven. Let's go to the backyard dirt oven on a Thursday. Talk about authentic. On entry, I felt at home. I felt like I was going to visit my loving grandmother on a weekend. The kind of weekend where she showers you with love, stories, and food. This place is a home away from home. And just like I would do at home, I pop the question, what you had to eat day? And boom, coconut drops. Boom, bread. Boom, garlic bread, boom, hops, boom, coconut tart, boom, jam tart, and boom, something they call nuts. And just like that, Mistress Baker was ready to pop them in the oven. And don't worry, she had some help. And while we was waiting, I said, let we hear from Mistress Baker herself.
Well, we've been operating for a couple of years now. We started, this was a COVID project. We operate strictly on Tuesdays only. You don't keep stock, we only sell on Tuesdays.
Such a sweet lady. Hey, Olia, it's ready. When last you see a nice golden brown bread, sir? Backyard bakery for the win. Olia, a GT. I finally get me the oven bread with a little extra goodies on the side. You might be asking, where they're located? They are located on Bukuru, right on Nightingale Avenue, right before Racetrack Wheels if you're coming from town. Just look for the green hedge. You can't miss it. Pause. Check out the menu they one time. Honestly, guys, this is an experience I will never forget. It's a home away from home, a place filled with love, life, and most importantly, good bread.
Morning and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates. Ladies and gentlemen, we continue our conversations and we're talking all about the Tobago Diaspora Day that's happening in New York City. And we know this is one of the events that persons truly look forward to travel to the United States and mingle with friends, family, associates that are in the United States. And this is when persons that are part of the Tobago diaspora in the United States are extremely happy to come to one state and enjoy a taste, a touch of home. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning we've been chatting with Nikisha Blake Edwards, who is a part of the Tobago Empowerment Alliance mission. Good morning and welcome back. So tell us a bit about how persons can register to be vendors at the event, or if that registration has already closed.
So the registration is still open. On the flyer, you would see the numbers. You can just call any of those numbers or reach out to any one of us and show your interest. We're going to send you the vendor's application, and you fill it out and email it back to us, or you can just to us via WhatsApp. All right. And remind us again about the time, date, the location, the price for the tickets. Okay, so it's on Sunday, August 23rd. It's being held at Nazareth High School Courtyard, 475 East 57th Street, Brooklyn, New York. Admission, adults $10, children $5. So please come out and have a great time. We are not simply asking Tobago to support our event abroad, but we are asking them to recognize the diaspora as a partnership. This is not just opening gates or coming to see how many people come through the gates, but it's about building our Tobago, building our roots. Our roots is Tobago, our reach is global. Understood. And we know that when there's a powerful diaspora community anywhere in the world, that makes for better integration within that society, where when persons come from that country, they are better integrated by finding
persons from Tobago there who can help them maneuver new environments or just get around with certain things, whether it be with school or finding jobs or just finding the right church home, just being able to feel at home in a new area. Tell us a bit about how the Tobago Empowerment Alliance mission works with Tobagonians even outside of the Tobago diaspora. Talk about the community that you guys have created. How can persons reach out to you to get connected with that network of Tobagonians in the United States, and what are some of the other initiatives that you do to maintain engagement with that community?
So they can reach out to us either by our Facebook page, or they can call us directly, or also they can reach out to any one of us via WhatsApp, via our meetings. One of the things that we do is always, keep a strong community. We love helping our people, not just Tobagonians, but anyone. We do school backpack drives where we give out school essentials. We also help with whatever we can. Once you reach out to us, the board gets together, we have a meeting, and we try our best to support you any way that we can.
Right. And we know that there are a number of parents who are in Trinidad and Tobago who have made that leap to send their children to school in the United States without them. And sometimes they want that community to just know that their kids are safe, or that there are events that happen where other Tobagonian students can come together, be a part of different things, and know that they have that support in the United States. I know that in past iterations of this celebration, there's been a scholarship that was awarded. Tell us a bit about that. Maybe who received that scholarship in the past? Is that still something that happens? And how does the integration with the diaspora and Tobago students in the United States work?
So what we ask parents to do is reach out to us either via letter, via email, and let us know your situation. With that, we go through it, we consider, we try our best to see what help we can assist with, or whatever help that we can give. Once we receive that letter and we are able to assist, we do assist in any way that we can.
Excellent. And so even as we round off our discussion this morning, just remind our viewers this morning why it's important to support the initiative, the event, and how they can contribute to it if they so desire.
Okay, it's important to contribute the event and also support the event. It's not just, as I said, it's not just about New York. It's building our brand. It's building our Tobago brand. It's investing back in Tobago. It's giving back to Tobago, and not just Tobago. It's Trinidad and Tobago as well. So you can come out, contribute. You can reach us through our Zelle. You can contribute by coming on that day and speak to us. You can invest in Tobago. Maybe, all of us visit Tobago. We still have that love for Tobago. We support our culture. So come out, reach out to us. Let's have a conversation. Let's celebrate that day. Let's enjoy the music. Let's enjoy the festival. But at the end of the day, it's all about building Tobago. It's all about supporting Tobago, whether it's promoting our culture, whether it's entrepreneurship, whether it's whatever it is. It's health and wellness. It's maybe you want to donate back a machine, an MRI machine to Tobago or something. Reach out to us. That's what team is about. It's about promoting Tobago.
Excellent.
Thank you, guys.
Well, Nikisha, I want to thank you so much for coming on here and giving us those insights into what's happening at the previously named Tobago Day celebration in New York. That's now the Tobago Diaspora Day of celebrations. And we look forward to each and every person making the journey out to New York, or even from whatever state you're in, over to New York, Brooklyn to be specific, and being a part of those celebrations. And if you guys want to reach out to them, she gave us the number. They also have that Facebook page, and I'll ask my producer to put up that flyer one more time for the persons who have just joined us so that they can see the contact information there. If they want to reach out and assist in any way possible, they can do so. And as you can see, that it's not just the Tobago Diaspora Day celebrations. There are a number of other fringe events that are taking place. There's the Tobago Takeover North America activation that's happening on Friday, August the 21st. And on the 22nd, there's the Neon Night Boat Ride that's happening as well. So it's a whole set of events that are happening to get you amped up, to get you celebrating with your fellow Tobagonians in New York. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you so much for being a part of this morning's discussions. We want to thank you for your likes, your shares, and your comments, and all that you have been doing and continue to do to make Tobago Updates the #1 broadcaster here on the island of Tobago. Again, I am Chanel Felix, and I'm always going to encourage you to do what you have to do to make today a productive day.
Thank you.